Today is Loy Krathong in Thailand, which is one of the most important festivals in the Thai year. So for today's video, I thought I'd show you how to make your own krathong. I've never actually made a krathong before, so we'll see how this goes. A krathong is a floating boat which is made out of banana stem and generally banana leaves and flowers. And people put them into the rivers and the oceans in Thailand on the night of Loy Krathong to send away their bad luck and bring in good luck for the upcoming year. This is my backyard, and lucky for me I have some banana trees in the backyard. So I'm going to go and try cutting a banana tree down to get the stem and get some leaves. I've actually never cut down a banana tree before, so these are the tools that I've got. Hopefully that's enough. I'm a bit worried about snakes. I have seen a few around here over the years I've lived here. If you want to check out the video of when we found a snake in my house, click on this link here. It's on my friend's Thailand living channel. So I'm going to try and find a smallish tree. Looks like someone's already been taking leaves. Could be for cooking. Maybe making a krathong. I'm not sure. I think I probably we'll go with that little tree that's lost its leaves already. Here goes. Well, that was pretty easy. Next, I'm going to take a slice of the banana stem to use for the base for my little boat. And there we have it. While I'm here, I'm also going to grab some other leaves as well. For those of you that are worried about the fate of the banana tree, that base will grow back, and I'll also stick the stem in the ground, and there's a good chance that that will grow back as well. So there we have the leaves and the base of our krathong. Besides your leaves and banana stem, these are the other things you're going to need. You're going to need some coins. Thai people generally use them in multiples of 3. I'm going to use 9 coins. You're going to need some pins or small tacks or nails. You're going to need a stapler and staples. You're also going to need some flowers or colourful vegetable matter, preferably stuff that's biodegradable. I'm going to use grated carrot and also some flowers. So I'm back in my garage and my banana stem is not quite uniform. So I'm going to square that up with my knife. It was actually surprisingly easy to cut the banana stem. And I'm going to make it as square as I can. Okay, that looks slightly better. Next, I'm going to test it to check that it floats and also check that it doesn't roll over. If you put your krathong in the water and it sinks or rolls over, it's supposed to be bad luck. Okay, that's floating. Seems to be pretty stable. Cool. Let's do the next step. Next, I'm going to remove the stem part of the banana leaves. So I'm just going to slice along the stem. And take the leafy parts. Once I've got my leaves, I'm going to make them into small pieces, roughly 2 inches or 50 millimeters thick. And I want them all roughly uniform thickness. So I'm going to make one, so there's my measure. Put a small tear at there, hand down and tear it. And put my thumbnail through it, and tear it. And I'm going to do that again and again. Until I got about 20 of those. Next, we're going to start making our decorations. You want the banana leaf down, and roughly in the center, you're going to fold it once like that to a point, then twice, and 3 times, so it is straight down, perpendicular to the way that the leaf veins go. And you're going to do that on both sides. So that it forms a point and looks like that. And then we're going to staple it. So there is our first decoration. I'm going to make 7 like that. So green side down, and I fold it so that this brown part's inside the thing and not visible. So roughly halfway along, 1, 2, 3. That one's not quite perpendicular, so I'm going to make them a little bit fatter, but you don't want them too fat. Yeah, and then 1, 2, 3. Put them together and then staple it. And I'm going to do that 7 times. Ideally you want them all pretty uniform in thickness because that'll make your krathong look nicer. I just picked the number 7 because I like the number. All my banana leaf decorations are going to be in multiples of 7 for this krathong. For the next decoration I'm going to do the same thing. Fold it 3 times. But for this one, before I staple it, I'm going to fold the ends in like this, so that when I put it on my krathong, they're going to be standing up like that. So I'll staple that. And that one's going to be a standing one. Again, ideally you want them all roughly the same angle. And I'm going to do some so that they're standing up high, and some so that they're standing lower. To do the lower ones, I'm just not going to overlap the base as much. So I'll show you that again. We fold it the same way as previously. 3 times on each side. But when it comes to joining the base, you're going to overlap the bottom of it, like so. And then staple it. There are lots of other ways of folding them. Really, you can invent your own way. This is another way that my wife just showed me, like that. And then you fold it over. So you can make lots of them and stand it up, and or even lie them down so it's a different shape. It really is up to you and your imagination. And there are my 3 sets of different pattern leaves. Next we'll put it together. So there's my base. I'm going to take my 7 flat leaves and place them around it as evenly as I can. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to pin some of those down with my nails. Next I'm going to take the lower angle and put them around it as well. But I'm not going to match them up. I'm going to put them between these joins here. And then pin them in place. And then I'm going to take my larger angle and again put them between the gaps. Okay, so there is our base. So I'm going to start with my carrot, and I'm going to use that for a colourful base for in here. As I said, I've never made one of these before. I'm not that artistic, so I don't really know how it's going to go, but we'll see. Okay, so that's probably enough carrot, I think. Probably could stick it in there as well, but don't want too many colours. See how it looks anyway in the end. Next, I'm going to take these little flowers here, and I'm going to cut them off with my scissors. So that each of them is on a little individual stem. So you can see there, they'll have a little stem, and I'm going to put that little stem into the little hole on my banana leaves. In my garden, I'm lucky enough to have a few flowers, and I went out and cut these ones earlier, as well as these white flowers. Look a bit like a frangipani, but I'm not sure exactly what they are. I also went to one of my local nurseries and I bought this, a Thai orchid. Orchids are generally pretty cheap in Thailand. I paid 50 baht for this one. It's a pretty common type of orchid. The rarer ones are more expensive. So next I'm going to separate these white flowers. Not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. After thinking about it, I've decided I'm going to put the white flowers in the gaps between the banana leaves. There's 7 of them. I got 7 of these flowers. Okay, there we have it. So next I'm going to take my Thai orchids, and I might put them in the top there for some colour. Then I'm going to add my 3 incense sticks. Put them right in the centre there and push them down, hopefully. Okay, through the carrot so they'll stand up. I'm going to do the same with my candle. And then I've just got my coins to go. So 9 of those. To balance out the weight, I might put them in 3 lots of 3. I don't want my croton to sink or to tip over. Okay, the last thing. This is kind of a cleansing thing for Thai people, to send away the bad vibes from the year, anything bad that's happened, and bring in new good stuff. And what they do is they put a piece of themselves into the krathong to send it away. Normally people would use a piece of hair from their head, which obviously doesn't work for me. So another option is to use some fingernail. So I'm going to cut one of my nails, and I'm going to put a little bit of fingernail in there. I've just realised there's one more thing I should have done. I should have covered around the base of the krathong. Probably would have been easier to have done it before now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a banana leaf and slice that into a strip that I'm going to wrap around my krathong. So I'm just going to fold that over to get it to about the right width and staple it to it. So there it is, the finished product. It's probably not the prettiest krathong I've ever seen, but the name of the video was how to make a krathong, not how to make the prettiest krathong in the world. But overall I'm pretty happy with it for a first attempt. So tonight we'll take that down to the local river, along with thousands of other people with their krathongs, and release that into the river. Here's some footage from last year's Loy Krathong. It is one of my favourite festivals in the Thai year. Everyone gets involved in Thailand. It's a great family activity and it's really beautiful to see. If you get the chance, do check it out. It happens in rivers and seas all over Thailand, or if you're in an area with no river or sea, it'll be happening in a pond somewhere. You can generally buy Krathongs near the area where people are releasing them if you don't want to make your own or if you don't have the facilities to. There's also Krathongs that are made of bread and cake and lots of other stuff. You light your incense and your candle and you say a little prayer for good luck, good fortune and give thanks for the year, and then gently place your krathong into the water and watch it float away. You don't want your krathong to tip over or worse, sink. The word loy for Loy Krathong actually means float. So if it sinks or if it tips upside down, it's supposed to be bad luck. So you don't want that to happen.
ลานวัฒนธรรมนะคะ
If you're wondering how I learned how to do this, it was an activity last year at the school that I teach at. Can't say I didn't learn anything in school. Good. Yes.
แล้วมันเท่ากันไหมลูกน้องพิมพ์เนี่ยเอาไม่หรอขนาดนี้เอาอันต่อไปซื้อ
How many?
like money 20
20 or
I have 32
32. Wow.
ก็เหมือนเดิมเหมือนที่เราทำแล้วก็ จะอ้วนมาก ถูกไหมคะ ไม่สวยเว้นทำให้เรียวหน่อย 1 2 3 ตรงกลางเป๊ะแล้ว 1 2 3 โอเค แล้วก็เมคไว้ตรงนี้
ซุปเปอร์เอ๋วยังไงนะคะ
Very good. This is the Krathong that the Thai teacher I work with made for my family and I last year. She made it with a banana flour and it was very impressive. I've never seen a Krathong like that before.
I want this one.
Okay. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and check out my channel for lots more Thailand videos. I post new videos every Wednesday. I'll see you next time. Bye.